Can you describe what a pipeline is, right? Because people who are making assets in Unity or whatever, they just throw something in, or they build them up the asset store and they use it. Now, you and I understand have what we call a pipeline to get the stuff we want. So explain what that is and how you interplay with that pipeline.
Sure thing. So pipelines are really methods of working to achieve that quick iteration time, right? So in the case of characters, I should back up actually. There's a couple of definitions of pipeline. One is a kind of management view wherein it's like this data flows from this person to this person to this person, like in a scheduling kind of fashion, or an area of responsibility fashion. And then there's the actual data pipeline itself, which kind of shepherds things from like the concept artist, like everybody hanging out in a room and saying, wouldn't it be cool if, to modeling, and then to texturing and rigging in some cases. If you're reusing things, then rigging is less of a step. If you're coming up with something from scratch, rigging is the process of inserting bones and controls, building a puppet, basically, for the animator's control. So if it's a new rig, that's a whole separate kind of thing. But if it's a reuse case, then it's just model it, texture it, skin it to the existing skeleton, and you're done. Whereas a rigging adds, control design, motion design, possibly transfer of animations from other characters, all kinds of things. And these pipelines are often involving a lot of what you might consider glue scripting. You come at it from like the native scripting language of a 3D content creation tool like Maya or 3D Studio Max or Blender or what have you. And you kind of have to get that data into a format that is recognizable by your game engine. We had a custom engine on WoW, and of course, all the PlayStation games and other things. Maybe MPQs. These days more people are using Unreal. Like Unreal has become very popular, as has Unity. So a lot of people are using those now, but a lot of these custom engines have very custom formats and expect configurations that require attention to things like how many bytes per vertex, whether or not the data aligns for proper streaming on your console. It can get pretty complicated, but the high level is getting these tools to talk to each other in a clean fashion and making sure your users are able to get their data into the engine correctly and without any unexpected surprises. Sometimes those surprises are called transporter accidents. If you've ever seen a rig gone wrong, it's not pretty. It's not always pretty. Sometimes.
All right, I'm going to recap what you just said. Make sure we got it here. And so essentially a pipeline, there's a production pipeline, which is what we're going to have Barry Hawkins on next time to talk about. And that's about getting the process from I have an idea to a concept to an asset to a rigged asset, an animated asset, and then finally in the game, right? And then the technical pipeline is all of the little steps in between each of those pieces, taking the file from the modeler, getting it to the artist, getting the artist's texture onto the rig, making sure the rig can animate, and then finally converting that file into a way that it can actually appear and play inside the game.
That's essentially it.